Hello, welcome back, philanthropists. My name is Taisha Ty Wilson. I serve as the Director of Engagement at Philanthropy Together, and I'm excited to be in community with y'all once again for another Giving Circle Spotlight. And today I have the amazing Rasha Demashkieh. She is with the 100 Arab American Women Who Care Giving Circle. And we're going to talk about all the amazing things that their circle is doing and try to get some best practices and all the good news that you all are expecting and wanting, what I know that you're needing to help scale your own giving circles. Or if you don't have a giving circle, hopefully this conversation will inspire you to start one. Well, welcome, Rasha. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Taisha. Thank you very much for asking.
Of course. And thank you for being here. We really appreciate you taking the time to talk about all things, all the fabulous and amazing things that you all are doing within your women's collective group. So we'll just jump right into it, right? So I always like to start these Giving Circle spotlights with starting with your story, because like, and I know every good book starts with a good storyline. And so why don't you tell us, like, how did y'all even form? I know that you're hosted by the Center for
Or Arab American Philanthropy.
exactly
Yes,
what they call that
the
CCAP or CAAP.
CAP. We
Okay, so
call it CAP, but it's the Center for Arab American Philanthropy, which was started about, I want to say about 15 years ago. It's part of an organization. It's one of the national programs of a larger organization called Access. Access is based in Michigan, and it is the largest Arab American non-for-profit organization in the country. And I'm sorry, it has 4 national programs. The one of them, which is very near and dear to my heart, is the Center for Arab American Philanthropy, which is in many, just to kind of simplify what it is, it's a community foundation both based on an ethnic background, which is the Arab Americans. And it's a way for us as Arab American, who are historically very generous and always give back and are very involved in their own communities. It's a way for us to leverage our donating power, to work together toward goals that we deem to be very important for the larger community. So that kind of unite us toward one goal, which is really important, especially that, sometimes there is a stereotype that defines Arab Americans in this country. And this is one way of combating that. It's through the philanthropy that we do. We can educate the larger public about who we are and what we do and how we like to impact issues around us.
I'm so glad that you even brought up that stereotypes. Being a Black woman myself, are that those kind of false narratives, if we just going to say it plainly, are just they're toxic, they're unfair, and they really go against the culture of a lot of ethnic communities that are really rooted in collectivism and have spirits of giving. So Rasha, thank you for even bringing that up. So when did and I think that so then let me ask you this then who as you all are coming together to disrupt the narratives, even trying to change the narratives of the stereotypes around that, tell us, who are your members, who are the women that's part of this group?
Well, we have done this giving circle that we call the 100 Arab American Women basically in Michigan. We celebrated our 10th anniversary of doing that. And it's ladies in the community. We get together. It's a really fun event. I mean, the ladies look forward to it. It's typically held in the spring when people are tired of, winter being cooped up. Michigan is cold in the winter. We don't go out as much. So in the spring, we're excited. We miss each other. So we get together for a lunch. And like every giving circle, when the ladies sign up, pay their money, they nominate a non-for-profit organization that the Center for Arab American Philanthropy, CAP, will vet, make sure that they are legitimate, that they are worthy, that they fulfill all the criteria that they need to be based in Michigan and to have a 501c3. So we get together on the prescribed day. We try to keep our costs to a minimum. So the food is donated, either made by a lot of us, or it is donated by local restaurants. And even the venue is typically donated. We've gone to some amazing venues. Last year, we were at a Land Rover dealership. They opened their
Hey.
doors to us. It was awesome. They put these beautiful cars in the middle of the
Wow.
showroom. So we were able to take pictures around the cars. So we try to keep our costs to a minimum because our goal is to grant $10,000 to the organization that is chosen by everyone, but through a vote. So after we have lunch, we eat, we circulate, we have fun, enjoy each other's company, and then we start a program where we pick 3 names from among all the names of organizations that were submitted. They're randomly picked, and then the people that nominated those organizations will stand up and make a plea, an argument about why this organization should win the $10,000. And then there is a vote. So the organization is chosen democratically, and we celebrate that organization. And, we're really happy this year we were able to go to the organization, and it was this year we picked the Pinkerton organization that helps the deaf children. So we were able to go to their site and present them with the check, which was really very, very emotional and very rewarding. We were so happy to do that. And then we've been doing this for 10 years. We have given money to Kids Against Hunger,
Wow.
to different funds to combat ovarian cancer, to it's just so many amazing organizations. So it's always, makes us all feel so great. This is the feedback I get from the ladies. I get, where they feel like, here I gave $100. Every woman kind of pays $100. And at the end of that lunch, that 2-hour, social gathering, here my money became $10,000 that I gave to an organization that we all agreed is the most worthy, that we all felt is so important, that we wanted to impact them and help them scale up. So it's always really uplifting, inspiring, makes us all feel good.
I'm
And
inspired.
well, thank you. And the work is done by a team. I've been
Yeah.
leading this effort, but I will not take the credit because it's a team effort. I have a committee of amazing, dynamic ladies who are always coming up with new ideas, want to do more, and reach out to more and more ladies in our community. So we keep growing. At first it was moving slowly until the ladies started, learning about what it is and what we do. And now it's like they're looking forward to attending. And the other thing I wanted to say, because CAP is a national organization, we've held another the 100, we called it the 100 Arab American who care, and it was done for couples this time.
Okay.
In Boston. We did an event in Boston, same thing, same formula, same, but it was couples. And we're hoping to hold another one in Florida this coming winter, hopefully in February. So we slowly, but surely, we hope to go to almost every state in the nation.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I have to unpack. You said a lot of it here, and I definitely want to talk a little bit more even about the committee structure, because a lot of giving circles are looking for best practices around that. So your group of women are socially conscious. Y'all, they each give $100. And how often do
Mhm.
they give the gift?
We do it once a year.
Okay.
Our event is held once a year. In Michigan, we've, done it 10 times once a year. I
So
mean, I
one,
know some
okay.
other groups do it more often. Ours is, the way we chose to do it is once a year.
I love that
And
because most giving circles, I mean, you should make it unique to your community and every circle is different. So sounds like, so once a year, women give $100 and then y'all grant one grant to an organization where you give them $10,000.
yes,
And
yeah.
the issues now, you mentioned that each member nominates. So let's just say y'all have like 50 or so nominations. How do y'all scale down to get to, you said that y'all randomly pick three?
You're right. So we put all the names of the organizations that were submitted. We have this nice bowl,
Okay.
they're all written on small pieces of paper that are folded, and we pass the bowl around the membership at the luncheon,
Okay.
and three names are randomly picked. So, and that's how it is. It just, so there, I always tell the ladies, if there are more of you that are, nominating one organization, the chances of that name being picked is
That
going to
makes
be
sense.
higher.
Yep.
So, there's an organization that you really support, come and bring your friends and have them all nominate that one organization. You have a better chance of being able to be picked. And if you make a good argument, you'll probably get $10,000 at the end
That's
of the
right.
lunch.
Oh, and I love that you bringing in the voices of your members. That makes my giving circle. We do the same whenever our sisters nominate an organization. It's so important for it because that doubles as an engagement opportunity of a way to
Mm-hmm.
keep your members engaged is to give them agency, give them a voice
Exactly.
on how to advocate for an organization
Exactly.
that they're passionate about. And so
Exactly.
I'm wondering so as you all are thinking about expansion and growth, wondering and really before I even ask this, want to just make note to all of our viewers that the uniqueness of what I hear and what you all I'm sure hear too is that it's the event. The event itself is the uniqueness. You know how some giving circle members meet and they meet often at like just various different ways. You all wait until once a year for this huge event that is filled with sounds like good food and
Oh,
fellowship.
yeah.
Sounds fun. It sounds fun. So I want you to talk more just even about the uniqueness of that level of immersive experience for your members. And
Well,
how do y'all break up the roles, your committee? How do y'all each divide and conquer on like actualizing that event?
Well, I mean, I always tell the ladies, it's really an easy event to put together. And we wanted to keep it simple. But no, if you know anything about Arab Americans, we like to serve food. I mean, we really, our it's always a feast. So even when I tell them, let's keep it simple, we don't want to make it too difficult so that, we cannot continue. We want to, have longevity. We still end up with like amazing food, and our vendors are always so very generous. So we have a spread of delightful things. We've even in the past few years, we've even were able to give favors to the ladies because we have vendors that want to market their wares. So they will give us little trinkets to give to everyone that attends. The committee, the key is to have people that are committed to the goal of philanthropy.
Mm.
And so I have this wonderful group of ladies that are always very well connected to their community and can draw ideas from people around them, but also seek help from everyone that they know. So we're never at a loss for either whether it's a um, location, a venue, or what we are going to serve, or what kind of program, or what
Yeah.
kind of It's a real, I mean, the Arab American community is so dynamic and so involved that, very exciting. I tell you, our events are super exciting.
It sounds
Yeah.
exciting. I don't know, Rasha. I might have to come over there to Michigan,
Please,
like
we
pull
would love you.
to
We would
your
love
next
Taisha. We would love for you.
event.
Yes, we would love. Actually, next year last year it was just the day before Mother's Day. So we did it in a way as to like it was bring your mother to a
Oh, I love
pre-Mother's Day
that.
celebration. Yeah, that was our theme. This year is going to be a week after Mother's Day, the Saturday after Mother's Day, the week after. And we already know where we're going. We're going to be in the Somerset Mall in Troy, Michigan, and it's going to be held at Saks Fifth Avenue.
Ooh, fancy.
So
Okay, so
I
let's talk
know.
about that
Uh,
because I know people, the first thing I know a lot of folks were wondering was how are y'all securing these vendors and getting the in-kind donations? So please tell us the
well,
tips on how you all are going about that.
I mean, you just learn that every place you frequent, every business you frequent is a potential donor. I
Sure.
mean, Saks is gonna have 100+ ladies who do already shop there, and if they don't, they will. So they're gonna have them there as a captive audience, and they probably are gonna have like a little fashion show for us or something. So it's an opportunity for that business also to appeal to all to new clientele. So, the
Mhm.
dealership we have a connection with an Arab American gentleman that works there. He was the one that secured that venue. We've done a lot of, it's mostly,
Yeah, through
places
your
that
ties. Sounds like,
exactly,
yes.
exactly,
Okay, I love
exactly.
that. We often talk about the 5 T's, how, and that really helps to drive engagement within a giving circle, meaning your treasure. We all know we're moving money, your ties through your connection, your
Hmm.
testimony, how you're advocating and being a voice, right? Your time and your talents. And so it sounds
Hmm.
like you all are getting that right with your collective group, with how you're activating your members to leverage those 5 T's and also to drive engagement in that way. Are there how are you all like even beyond the dollar of once you allocate out the grants, are there other ways in how your members are activating to support the grantees beyond the dollar?
Not so much. We haven't done that yet. But
Okay.
our goal from this event has been because the Center for Arab American Philanthropy is probably one of the newest foundations in the nation. We haven't been around very long. So this event has been sort of like a teaching instrument. It shows you how little money can have a huge impact and how leveraging that donation, this is what we wanted to teach our community, is to show them in practice how when we all get together, put $100, which is not small, but it's
Right.
really affordable for many people. It's not a huge amount of money. How that little amount of money can grow and make an impact, and not only help the organization, but lift the name of Arab Americans. We've had testimonials from our grantees saying, I've never heard of Arab American women. I've never had contact with them. And
Wow.
now when they think of us, it's a positive thought. So that is very, very
That's the
valuable
impact.
for us.
That's right.
That is, to us, that is the beauty of this event. This is what we really wanted to achieve, and we hope we can spread that across the nation and do it even on a larger scale. Now we're saying 100. Why can't we do 200, 300,
Correct.
even
Yeah.
500?
Yeah.
So this is what we want to do, is twofold: teach our community how to be strategic about philanthropy, because we know they're generous, but they're not strategic. And this event will teach them how to be strategic, how to collaborate with other people in the community to make that impact. And also, fulfill their philanthropic needs.
Mm.
In a way, they are doing good. They are helping organizations that need the help, but by being strategic. This is really key to this event for us.
Yeah, absolutely. I echo that. I think us as when we think about being philanthropists, strategic and being intentional and thoughtful
Mm-hmm.
in the ways and how we show up. Wondering what I know CAP has probably been a resource for you all to grow and manage and just be of support of your circle. Are there any other resources that you have found that have been most helpful to help you to grow and just to thrive your circle forward?
Well, this event is part of CAP. It's sponsored by CAP. So the staff, and we have an amazing staff at CAP. I mean, they're awesome. They take on all that, the social media where they send out, they're constantly posting, they're emailing, when the money comes in, they're the ones that processing the money, vetting the organizations that are submitted. So we could not do it without CAP. I mean, CAP is really the heart of this event. They're the ones that make it successful because it's done professionally, it's top notch, state of the art, everything. They're the experts. They do such a great job at making sure it runs smoothly. There's no hiccups. Everything is perfectly the way it should be.
Sounds like a win-win partnership, and just in terms of I love that, and that's something for other circles to consider, just like being that host to Giving Circle dynamic relationship building. It
Mm-hmm.
sounds like that's you all are on the same page, values aligned. Okay, well, before we kind of wrap up, I want to turn inward a little bit, personal with you. Um, as the leader of the Giving Circle, like what advice or lesson would you give to other socially conscious Arab American women out there who are looking to be in community, who are looking to start a Giving Circle or just get involved in philanthropy? What advice do you have for them?
Well, the one thing I have to say, and I felt it all through the 10 years that I've led the 100 Arab American Women Who Care event, is that you need to be patient, you know, especially if you're in a community that hasn't, like for us in Michigan, we're pretty established now, but I can think back to the days when we started. It was an uphill battle. I had to make a lot of phone calls, even though we would send email, it would be posted on social media, all of that.
Mm.
Before the event, I look and like we don't have very many people that signed up. So I'd be on the phone calling and saying, I hope you can make it. I hope, this is what it's going to be. And I would have to explain what it is over and over. But with time, with patience,
Mm.
people are now understand what I'm talking about. They understand what is the event all about and how fun it is. So we don't have to do a lot of selling anymore. So
Yeah.
patience is key. Patience is key, and always staying, positive, because some people will promise they'll come and then they never show up. That's okay. They'll show up the next year. I mean, it doesn't, it's just we keep moving forward. And like we talked about it before, success is contagious. Once you do well, people will want to be part of that movement. So keep your eyes on the final goal, and things will get easier.
Oh, such good advice, Rasha. Like honestly, that's very good advice. And patience is key. And just keep moving, taking the steps forward to actualize your vision for your circle. As we think about the world, the beautiful, kind, just philanthropic
Mm-hmm.
world, Rasha, that you and I are in a movement to create, what do you think the future of collective giving looks like the world? Like what do you think it looks like philanthropy wise with all of us chiming in? What does the future of that space look like for us?
I think it's very positive. I'm very enthused and very hopeful that the more people that understand the power of philanthropy, the more they're going to be engaged in it. And I'm really looking to the younger generation
Yes,
because
same.
they seem more, I mean, like you, Taisha. I mean, the younger generation gets it. They understand how they need to position themselves, how they need to be engaged. And I am so excited to see what your generation is going to be up to. It's going to be great.
Well, flowers to you, those in front of us, those even the ancestors before you, Rasha, that have been doing this work, that have been showing up for one another, that have always looked after one another. We stand on their shoulders, you and I both. And
Yeah.
I'm so inspired by our conversation today. And where can people find you all? Like, how can people support and engage if they want to connect with you or engage or donate? Tell us where we can find you and support your work.
Well, we can be found at the Center for Arab American Philanthropy.org. So
Perfect.
it's, you will have access to everything we're doing, the events coming up, the scholarships that are available. Um, there's just something happening almost every day. It's very exciting, and we're going to continue to grow and prosper and flourish and add more and more, we hope, in the future with a lot of help from everyone.
Well, congratulations on your 10-year anniversary. I speak all of the best things and good energy and vibes to you and your group as y'all move forward and grow and expand nationally to Boston. Hopefully, y'all be here in Dallas, in my home city. Connect
Well,
with us here in other
by the
places.
way, we're doing our Threads of Giving Gala in Houston this
Okay.
coming next September.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll invite you and you can come. We'll be in Texas,
Yes.
not in Dallas, but in Texas.
I can travel to Houston and so can you all. She just shared an event that they have coming up. So let's support it. And again, thank you, Rasha, so much for your time. We give you your flowers today. If you are equally inspired by today's conversation, ARAP American Women are organizing. They are philanthropic. They're doing amazing work nationally, y'all. So let's plug in and support them
Mhm.
and debunk narratives around that around ARAP American Giving and other ethnic giving
Absolutely.
groups, y'all. We all have that work to do. And so, and if you're interested in starting a giving circle, as you know, you can always come on over to join us at Philanthropy Together, where we'll train you on steps A to Z with how to start your giving circle. But again, Rasha, thank you so much for your time. Flowers to you and your group. Best of luck with everything moving forward, and we'll see you around in the movement. I'm positive about that.
I look forward to meeting you in person, and thank you for everything that you are doing to spread awareness about giving circles and philanthropy.
We're in this together, stronger together, my sister. Thank you so much.